Hey everyone, it's Jack again with Toy Dojo, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. First of all, for any of you guys that are new and are like, who are you, Jack? Who's this Toy Dojo you speak of? Toy Dojo is a company that is in Austin, Texas. They've got a shop there. They also have an online store, www.toydojo.com. I do the reviews for their shop, and typically the reviews that we do are for Transformers, but today we're doing something different. Today we're taking a look at a Saiyan Space Pod from Dragon Ball Z. So a little bit about Toy Dojo. Like I said, they have a shop in Austin. They also have their website, and you can order many things through their website. You can order. They have Transformers. They have Dragon Ball Z. They have the Figure Arts figures. Let's see what else do they have over there. Star Wars. Many other things. I know I'm forgetting a lot, but those are some that come off the top of my head there. So normally, like I said, I'm doing reviews for Transformers, but today we're going to take a look at this Space Pod here. So if you guys watch Dragon Ball Z, obviously you have if you're looking at this video here. You know that the Saiyans came down on a Space Pod here. So we're taking a look at this one here. It's made by a company. It says Dragon Summon right here. Space Pod 1/12 scale. On the box there. Again, shows more of it here. It says Project 01 Space Pod, ages 15 and up. Warning, choking hazards, all that good stuff right there. Here's a Space Pod here on this side of the box that's opened up. This is obviously different now. You'll see when we open it up that this here must have been like an early test shot because all this is different coloring inside here, including that button there. Then on the back, it says it has LED lights and it cycles through 8 colors, and then it has like an auto rotating. It's really 7, I think, and then it auto rotates through all of them. It shows a stand that it has for display, and then it says it fits the scale of 1/12 action figures. And then, like I said, it has an opening hatch with hydraulic pistons. So that's really cool. One thing I don't have is I don't have any action figures that'll fit with this. I was called out to work, or out for work in the last minute out of town, and I forgot some things to come with this. So we'll show him height-wise with maybe a bottle of water, just to kind of give you guys an idea. So there's the top of the box right there. And I want to compare this to... Let me pull this off real quick. What we're going to compare it to today is with this one right here. So this is the official Bandai Dragon Ball Z Space Pod, Saiyan Space Pod here. Now, if you see that in the corner, it says plastic model kit. We're going to compare it to that. I wish it was going to be super easy for me, but it's not because, let me show you. This thing here is a model kit. So it's got the instructions, and it's, like I said, a model kit. So I'm gonna have to put all this together here for you guys. We can take a look at it. I wish it was like the other one. This other one over here, this guy here, is already put together for you. You don't have to sit there and put him together. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the other one first, and then I'm gonna pause this video and I'm gonna put this thing together. Now for you guys, it's gonna be a split second. For me, it may be quite a while. I haven't put together any kind of a model kit in quite some time, so it may take me a little while, especially with all these parts here. So we'll see how it works when I put this all together. But anyways, that's what we're gonna compare it to. All right, let's go ahead and get this one out of the box here, and we'll take a look at it close up. So I'm gonna open this up and just take them out. And real quick, on the inside flaps here, it says how to open it. Press down the edge of the door and open by flipping it down. And then that right there. Locate the chair, back panel inside the Space Pod. Slide up to unlock this panel and insert 3 AAA batteries, which are not included. So it doesn't come with the batteries, but I installed them inside here. And I'll show you how they get installed. Just get them out of the box. Get the box out of the way. And he comes in a nice clamshell packaging right here, keeping it safe. Just pop these open like that. Get these out of the way. And there he is right there. It's really not a boy or a girl, but it's an it. So here's the Space Pod, and it looks really nice. The color is not like a white, it's kind of like a grayish white. I guess best I can explain it. It's real shiny though. As you can see, all the lights bouncing off of it here. Then it's got the black display base right here. And then the way this connects, if you look right here on this part, you see that little arrow that's pointing right there. And then over on this one here on the stand, you also got another arrow. So really all you gotta do is just line them up like that. Really, and just slide backwards and it snaps right into place just like that. So that gives you that right there. And looking at it, it looks like the Space Pod. And realistically, it looks like a giant like baseball. You know the way the Space Pods were, they kind of looks like a baseball. Right there, I can imagine throwing that, trying to throw a fastball. So that's the way they drew it in the cartoon. Alright, so click it up here, or push on it, and that opens up just like so. And then that opens up just like that. And you can hear that ratchet inside there, which is really cool. I like ratchets. I remember when you know, me being a kid of the 80s, I grew up obviously on Transformers, which is what I like a lot. And then all of a sudden here comes mid-90s and Dragon Ball Z comes out. And I was like, holy smokes, like this is awesome. And so I really got into Dragon Ball Z. So that's another favorite cartoon of mine, is watching Dragon Ball Z. So I'm really, really hyped for them releasing Dragon Ball Super here in January, so we can see it. I've been wanting to watch it over in the Japanese version, but I haven't because I just don't want to ruin it for myself. And so I've just been patiently waiting to see it come out in English. Alright, so because of the bad lighting here, and I apologize for that, like I said, I am out of town for work, and I'm not at my normal viewing station. So the lighting isn't all that great, but to see all this detailing inside here, so I'm just going to take my camera and get in closer, and hopefully get a better shot of that. So let's go ahead and do that. So get inside there, and you can see, there you go, that's better. You can see all the detailing work that's going on inside there, like that. That chair. So this is all plastic right here. This is plastic too, but it feels like a different plastic, like a soft, almost like a soft rubbery plastic, if that makes any sense. So you got that there, and that's the way it was in the cartoon. In the cartoon, they had that brown kind of like plush leather seat in the Saiyan pod there. And then this was all blue like in the cartoon as well. So I think they did a great job here recreating the look of the cartoon. The only thing is, I think this should have been another color. This is kind of like almost like a beige instead of a white. And I remember in the cartoon it being just like a real bone white right here. So I think that could have been better with maybe a white color. But you know, just me nitpicking. I like to nitpick a lot on stuff. So let me show you how that, where the batteries go. I'm gonna have to put this back down here. So the battery right back in here. Let me zoom in on that. So right back in here on the chair, that's where the batteries go. So you just have to lift this up, like so. I use a fingernail to get underneath that right there. Lift that up, and then just pop this off like this, and that's where the batteries go. So you install 3 AAA batteries, take that back on, and put it into place. So that's really neat. Let's see. There we go. And then what that does is that gives you lights. So you click this little button right here, and then now we get these red lights like that. And there are, I think, want to say 7. We'll count them. That's 1. That's green, number 2. Blue, number 3. It's like a yellowish green. That's 4. Purple, that's 5. Then like a nice blue, like a lighter blue, 6. And then like a white. Now looking at that, it looks like that has like a blue ring on it, and this one looks like purple and blue, and that one looks purple and blue as well on the camera, but it's really supposed to be blue, so I think it's just maybe the coloring of the inside here that does that. And then the last one is just actually, it's going to start cycling through the colors now. So you see one from red to yellow, going into some greens, then it goes into blue, and it looks kind of purplish on there, and then a darker blue, and then purple, going into pink, and then back to red. So really cool. I like the way those colors cycle through there. It looks really neat. And they just keep cycling through, so that's pretty awesome. Over here on the control panel, they did good on that too. We can see that there. Looks like, you know, some gauges here, some dials right here, buttons, and like a little screen right there. And then you can see that translucent pink right there. Really neat. So they did a good job on this Space Pod here. Looks good. Though I do think, just from recollecting from the cartoon, I don't remember these like side pieces being all that large. So I think if they could have maybe made these smaller, and then just made the inside maybe more plush. I remember looking real plush and comfortable, and thinking, man, that looks comfortable. Even though, like I said, Nappa was huge, and I was like, man, that guy can't fit inside there. So, all right, let's see what else. I think that's it. It's a pretty good size here. Let me see. Like I said, I don't have any figures with me that I can use to show the size of it here. So I'm gonna grab. I have a bottle of water here. Let me grab that. So there's a bottle of water right there, and that's your standard size bottle of water. Just to kind of show you the size, as far as height wise, of this on the stand, and then just how much larger it is in a bottle of water. So it's a good size. It's a good size Saiyan Pod. And I want to say that those Dragon Ball Z figure art figures fit in here perfectly. So you can use those inside there if you've got those. Alright, I'll take a quick break. When I come back, I'm going to have the other one transformed. Or not transformed, excuse me. I'm thinking about my Transformers. I'm going to have the other one put together. And then from there, we're going to compare the two and see the you know, positives and negatives of both of them. So I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. And for you, that was like a quick second probably. For me, it was almost 2 hours putting this thing together. Now, like I said, I haven't put a model kit together in quite some time. So it took me a while. I had to break all the pieces off, get them all, you know, everything shaved off just right so that way everything looked good together, and then put it together. It wasn't overly difficult to put together at all, actually. It was just a lot of little pieces. And then the stickers they give you, there were some spots that where you had to put them on there. They were kind of difficult to actually get on there perfectly. So here he is here, and I keep saying he, but it. And you can see that it looks, let's see here. Get it off. This one actually comes on differently, so it stands, that's just like a square peg that goes inside that peg hole right there. And so size-wise, they look almost the same size. This one maybe looks just like a little bit bigger, but it pretty much looks the same size here. Now, the one thing right off the bat that I do like better about this one is that, you know, all these lines don't look, I mean, they're obviously, this is one piece, they're solidly put together, whereas this one, being that it was a model kit, you have to get everything and put it together, and sometimes they don't hold together very well. Like this seems like it should be pushed down further, but it's just the way it kind of goes together there. And it wasn't hard to put together. You didn't have to use any glue for this one. They were just all snapped together pieces. So let's put this guy back down here. Yeah, where did that little thing go? Right on that side. There we go. Okay. So let's take a look at this one here and just open it up, see what it looks like on the inside here. So on this one, you just use your fingernails on the top there and pop that open. And the one plus about this one here is this comes with a snap together Vegeta piece, which is really cool. That Vegeta looks really neat. It was fun putting this one together. I had more fun putting together the Vegeta than I did the whole ship. And he just comes in his sleeping pose where he was sleeping up on his way down to Earth. So that looks really neat. I like that figure. That's cool. And he even has his tail wrapped around his body, staying on the back there. So that's really cool. It's not really heavy. Obviously, it's just plastic, so it's light. So we'll set them off to the side here. And then look at the inside of this pod here. So on this one, they didn't get the color scheme right. The inside, he does, or it does. I keep saying he, but it, being the ship, is supposed to have, like I said, that brown, luxurious, like leather seat. Here they opted for a yellow seat here with white sidearms and this kind of green plastic right here. And then down here on the paneling looks good right here. Now a lot of this is stickers right up in here. So in here what it is, there's a green, there's a like a green translucent plastic on top of a pink translucent plastic, and you can see these pink little buttons here are actually the pink translucent plastic underneath the green one here. And all this other stuff right here are stickers that go inside there. So these, just getting them lined up right, were kind of difficult to put on. And then these up here, which are nice because these are kind of like a, call it like a foil sticker, I guess. Nice green colors here. So those, just getting them on right, were just a little bit difficult. And you got those chair stickers back there as well on the back. So, I mean, overall, it is a nice one too. It just, if you want to go for like animation, you know, this one actually has a better animation look on the inside. Plus this down here is all blue, and then including these here are all blue. Whereas this one here is not. So, again, that's just going to come down to personal preference. What do you think is going to be better for your collection? For me, I think if I collected Dragon Ball Z stuff, and I don't, my buddy does, I think for me I'd go with this one simply because it looks, like on the inside looks better. But, see the part that I was saying where, now this one they nailed it on, I will say that. They nailed this. This looks like all plush, thick, like soft padding inside there. That really looks like the cartoon. Whereas this one doesn't, you know, so much on the inside. But I do give it to them that they look better on the inside. Plus, when you get the lights inside there, I mean, that for me is a winner. Yeah. That for me is a winner, having those extra little bits right there. And then holding them together hand in hand, this one over here feels heavier than this one here. Now, mind you, this plastic is not, it's not cheap, but like I said, it is a model kit, so it's kind of that model kit plastic, whereas this one feels sturdier right here. And I know if I drop this one on the right here, it wouldn't break. This one might pop off into pieces just because it's put together and it's not glued in. So I guess you could glue them in if you wanted to, but just straight out of the box, they're just snap in pieces like that. So just looking at that right there. Really cool. The Vegeta does not sit well inside this one here. Like, he can sit in there, but it's not gonna close up right because his feet are sticking out too far. Whereas on this one back here, that seat kind of sits further back inside there, and so when he sits in there, this closes up right. But here, this one won't. So if you try and close it up, he like kind of lifts up and it kind of gets tilted. So I guess if you sat there and mess with it, you could get it just right. I mean, that looks cool. But this one doesn't fit in there simply because of the legs not being able to move or bend. So there's that. I really don't know what else to go over. I think that's about it. We took a look on the inside of both of them. Kind of saw what they look like here. And this one over here on the official one here looks good. Like I said, it just, for me, when I like getting my toys or my figures, I like for them to look more like the cartoon, because that's what I remember growing up, is the way the cartoon looks. So this one over here on the right side actually is the one that looks more like the cartoon. So there you go. I want to put a link in the description below for Toy Dojo, where you can order these from. And please leave me a message on the comment section down there. I like to hear from all of the folks that watch my videos. And if you've seen my videos before, you know that I try and respond back to every single comment. So put a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Which one you like better? Do you like this one here, or do you like this one over here? And why? And I will respond back. And I hope you guys, if this is new to you, this channel, I hope you continue to come back. We'll be bringing you more stuff, Transformers, and maybe more of this stuff and other stuff as well. So please subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos. Hit the like button if you liked it. And like I said, let me know what you think about anything at all. So until next time, you guys, stay safe.